Hi everyone, it's Nicole from Healthy NYC. Welcome. Today we're going to be practicing a really wonderful evening vinyasa flow to stretch out the body after a long day of work or activity. I won't be using any props for this practice, but you may want to have 2 blocks and a strap close by. So let's start in a child's pose. Big toes together, knees apart. Walk your palms forward on the mat and gently place your forehead down. Just taking a few minutes here, relaxing into the mat, breathing deeply into your hips. Three full rounds of breath. And let's push back up into tabletop pose so your knees will be under your hips. Your wrists are aligned with your shoulders. Fingers are spreading nice and wide, elbows are straight. On an inhale, drop the belly, lift the gaze, curl tailbone up. Exhale, round the spine, chin to chest. We're warming up with a few rounds of cat and cow. Just go at your own pace with your own breath. Let's take one more full round. Coming back to a neutral spine, keep your knees as they are under your hips. Walk the palms forward. Gently place your forehead down on the mat for puppy pose stretch. Hugging your lower belly and try to press your chest down. Breathing deeply into the upper back and shoulders. 2 more breaths here. Let's slide forward onto our bellies for our forearm plank. So your forearms are down on the mat at about hip width distance, maybe a little bit narrower. You're hugging in your lower belly, nice strong core. Really pressing into the heels. Let's take 3 more breaths here. And gently lower down for Sphinx Pose. Your elbows are under your shoulders. Feet are pressing into the mat. Shoulders are down. Heart is lifted. Let's take one more inhale. And then exhale. Pressing back into our downward dog. Toes are curled under, hips are going up and back. Your hands and feet are at hip width distance level. Fingers are spreading nice and wide, elbows are straight. And just relax your head and your neck. Taking any movement that feels good in the body. Pressing into fingertips and knuckles. On an inhale, let's ripple forward through our plank pose. Shoulders over your wrists. Exhale back into downward dog. 2 more. Inhale to plank. Nice strong core. Exhale, pressing back into downward dog. Last one. Inhale to plank. And exhale back into downward dog. When you're ready, right leg rises. Bend your knee, open up your hip. Both shoulders are pressing down. Straighten the right leg, and let's carefully step it through to our high lunge. So your knee and ankle are aligned on the right. Generous bend in the front knee. Your back knee can bend as well. Try to keep your torso over your hips. Arms are stretched up to the sky. Breathing deeply into this nice strong pose. Let's cross our left arm under our right, and we're going to step up into eagle pose. Left leg is crossing over the right, really pressing your forearms together, hugging in the lower belly. Try not to grip your toes into the mat. Let's take one more breath here. Bring your hands to your hips. Step back into pyramid pose. So your back foot is going to be at about a 45-degree angle. Hip bones are facing forward. Let's take an inhale to lift. Exhale, hinge forward at the waist. You can place your hands on the mat or on your blocks. Scooping that left hip forward if it tries to open up. And feel free to bend your front knee as much as you need to. Relaxing the upper body. Let's take 2 more breaths here. Use your core to come all the way up to stand. Let's pivot towards the left side of our mat for a wide-legged forward fold. Both feet are parallel to the short ends. Take an inhale to lift the heart and exhale, hinging forward at the waist. You can place your hands on the mat or on your blocks if the floor is too far away. Trying to relax your neck, taking any movement that feels good. Let's crawl the fingers forward, pivot towards the front side of the mat for an easy twist. Your left hand is down, right arm is reaching up to the sky. Hips are low. Looking wherever is comfortable for your neck. You can either stay here or move into Vashisthasana, our side plank. Pressing the hips up as high as you can. One more breath. Look down towards the mat, both hands down with control. Press back to your downward dog and let's move for a flow. Inhale to plank, exhale chaturanga. You can take cobra or up dog. Exhale back into downward dog. 3 breaths here. On an inhale, left leg rises. Bend your knee, open up your hip. Straighten the left leg. Let's carefully step it through to our high lunge. Use your core to come all the way up to stand. Let's circle the arms. Cross the right arm under the left. We're stepping up into eagle pose. Right leg crosses over the left, wrapping once or twice. Pressing the forearms together. Let's take 2 more breaths here. Hands on your waist. Let's step into pyramid pose. Both hip bones are facing forward. Take an inhale. Exhale to fold. Really long spine here. Take your hand placement of choice. Pressing into the back foot. Scooping the right hip forward. Relax the upper body. 2 more breaths. Let's come all the way up to stand. Pivot towards the right side of your mat for a wide-legged forward fold. Inhale to lift the heart. Exhale, folding forward. Feel free to adjust your stance. Pressing the shoulders away from the ears. Two more breaths. Let's crawl the fingers forward, pivot towards the front of the mat. We're going to take our easy twist, right hand down, left arm goes up to the sky. You can either stay here or move into your side plank. Feel free to place your right knee down. Balance is the challenge. One more breath. Start to look down towards the mat, both hands down with control. Press back into your downward dog and let's move through flow. Inhale to plank. Exhale, chaturanga, back bend. Exhale, downward dog. When you're ready, right leg rises. Coming forward through to plank. Your right knee is going towards your left elbow. Straighten that right leg. Pivot over on both sides of your feet. Left arm up to the sky for fallen triangle. So this is similar to our side plank. Take one more breath. Left hand comes down to the mat. 3-legged dog, right leg up. Let's step forward through to warrior 2. So your back foot is parallel to the short end of the mat. Generous bend in the front knee. Both arms are outstretched, nice and strong. Really pressing into that glute on the right to open your hip. Let's reverse for a side body stretch. Coming back through warrior 2, moving into extended side angle. You can place your forearm on the top of your thigh. If you'd like to go further, fingertips can come down to the mat or onto your block. Really spinning your chest up to the sky. Take one more breath. Coming back through warrior 2. And let's cartwheel the hands down and move through flow. Inhale to plank. Exhale, chaturanga, back bend. Exhale, downward dog. When you're ready, left leg rises. Coming through plank. Left knee towards the right elbow. Straighten your leg out, pivoting over, balancing on our left hand, right arm goes up to the sky. Pressing into both feet to lift the hips. One more breath. Right hand comes down, 3-legged dog, left leg rises, stepping it through to our warrior 2. Foot is parallel to the short side of the mat. Nice strong pose. Let's reverse. Coming back through warrior 2 into extended side angle. Take your version of the pose. Making sure you're spinning your heart up. One more breath, pushing back up into warrior 2. And let's cartwheel the hands down and move through flow. Inhale to plank, Exhale, chaturanga, back bend. Exhale, downward dog. Really stretching it out here. Let's come down to the mat into a comfortable seated position. We're going to be moving into a twist. So bend your left leg. Your right leg is going to cross over the left. All four corners of that foot down on the mat. You can grab onto your knee with your left hand. Inhale the right arm up and exhale into the twist. Keeping that length. Take 2 more breaths. Let's come back to center and switch sides. Left leg crosses over. Inhale the left arm up. Exhale into your twist, hugging in the lower belly to create space. Two more breaths. And let's unwind and lie down on your back. Pull both knees in towards your chest, give them a squeeze. You can either stay here or move into happy baby by grabbing onto the outside edges of both feet or your 2 big toes. Elbows are on the inside. Using them to gently press your hips open a bit further. Tailbone is pressing into the mat. Let's gently let that go. Both legs up to the sky. We're going to move into Savasana, working our core. So go ahead and flex into your feet and start to slowly lower your legs down to the mat. Pressing the arms firmly down. And moving into Savasana, our final resting pose. Take up some space, shoulders are down, palms facing up. Let's take a few moments here to integrate all the work we've done in our practice. Start to bring some movement back into the body by wiggling the fingers and toes, turning the head from side to side. And when you're ready, roll over to one side and press up to a comfortable seated position, keeping the eyes closed. Let's take one more breath together to close our practice. Inhaling through the nose, exhaling out the mouth. Thank you so much for practicing with me today. I hope you enjoyed this evening flow. Please do remember to like, subscribe, and comment, and I will see you again soon. Namaste.